There are two rules in horror. 1. Never trust a cult. 2. If someone suggests doing a ritual, leave immediately. No questions, no goodbyes. I Hate This Place opens right after a ritual goes wrong, which, shockingly, turns out to be exactly how rituals usually go in horror stories. Inspired by Skybound's Eisner Award nominated comic series, this game tells a brand new story set in the same deeply uncomfortable world. You play as Elena, who's searching for her missing friend Lou after everything goes sideways in the worst possible way. What starts as a rescue mission quickly turns into something much more personal. Elena isn't just dealing with monsters and cultists, she's also trying to untangle the truth behind her mother's death and her own past. And from the start, the game makes it very clear that this place does not want her here. Honestly, it doesn't want anyone here. Visually, I Hate This Place nails its comic inspired look without being annoying about it. It doesn't constantly scream that it's based on a comic. Instead, the style is confident and restrained, with bold colours, strong character designs, and environments that feel deliberately crafted. During the day, everything looks almost welcoming, which feels like a lie the game is telling you on purpose. Because when night hits, everything changes. Darkness rolls in around 4 in the afternoon and sticks around until morning, which feels illegal. Your flashlight becomes essential, casting just enough light to keep you moving while ensuring that anything beyond it is pure nightmare fuel. It's tense without being overwhelming, and it does a great job of keeping you uneasy without resorting to cheap tricks. Most of the game takes place around Elena's aunt's ranch, which serves as your home base. From there, you explore nearby forests, abandoned mines, military and science bunkers, and crypts hidden beneath churches. You know, completely normal rural surroundings. The world isn't massive, but it's dense. Every area feels intentional, packed with notes, letters, and environmental details that slowly fill in the history of this place. Ghost stories emerge naturally as you explore, giving weight to the people who lived here and, in most cases, didn't make it out. At the center of everything is the legend of the Horned Man, a powerful figure worshipped by a cult who believe he grants unimaginable power in exchange for loyalty. His followers wear masks, perform rituals, guard encampments, and are deeply committed to the idea that bringing him back is a great plan. You'll encounter them often, slowly piecing together their beliefs through dialogue, discovered writings, and observation. You'll also meet an armed priest, which is never a bad sign in horror, along with your aunt and uncle and several other characters who all seem to know something about what's going on. No one ever tells you the whole story, but together they paint a picture that's unsettling in all the right ways. Eleanor works well as a protagonist. She's focused on finding Lou, but she's also driven by a need to understand what happened to her mother all those years ago. She's not an action hero, and she's not a helpless victim. She feels like someone trying to survive in a situation that keeps getting worse. By the end of the game, she gets answers, but not all of them are comforting, which feels appropriate. Gameplay wise, I Hate This Place is an isometric horror game with light stealth and a full arsenal of weapons. Elena isn't defenseless. Over time, you'll use pistols, rifles, shotguns, grenades, and crafted weapons to stay alive. Enemy variety is solid, featuring mutated cultists, human-sized spiders, small critters, towering monsters with weak points, and creatures that track you by sound. And deer, very aggressive deer. Nothing keeps you humble like getting absolutely wrecked by wildlife because you weren't paying attention. Combat generally feels good, encounters are tense without being unfair, and the mix of enemy types keeps things interesting. Some enemies require careful positioning, like shooting an explosive lodged in the back of a massive creature, while others force you to manage noise and movement. The one real issue is aiming. Elena fires in the direction she's facing, rather than locking directly onto targets, which works most of the time but can feel imprecise in chaotic situations. It's not a deal breaker, but it does stand out. Between excursions into the dark, you'll return to the ranch to craft a lot. You'll build workstations to grow food, process materials, craft bandages, backpacks, ammo, and even new weapons. Blueprints unlock more options as you explore, and resources are plentiful enough that you're rarely stuck struggling. There's something oddly comforting about coming home, dumping your loot, and preparing for the next nightmare. You can store resources in the barn instead of carrying everything with you, which frees up space for guns, ammo, and healing items like soup, chips, and prepared meals. Yes, chips are a valid healing item here, and honestly, after what Elena goes through, she deserves them. That said, the crafting system isn't perfect. Some workstations feel redundant, doing the same job as others, but less efficiently. The water pump, for example, feels largely unnecessary once the water tower is available. The bigger issue is balance, because sleeping skips processing time. It's very easy to go from underprepared to completely stocked. One solid resource run and a nap can leave you with enough ammo and healing supplies to last for hours, which takes some tension out of the survival side of things. Atmospherically, the game does a lot right. The sound design keeps you on edge. Ambient noises build tension, and the lighting works beautifully. Voice acting is a mixed bag. The opening minutes are rough, feeling like rushed one-take performances, but things improve significantly as the game goes on. By the midpoint, the performances settle in and support the tone rather than distract from it. The game also knows when to lean into a bit of camp. It's scary, but it's not afraid to be goofy when it needs to be, and that balance keeps the experience from becoming exhausting. By the time the credits roll, I Hate This Place leaves a strong impression. It's not perfect, but it's confident, atmospheric, and genuinely engaging. The world is rich with detail, the gameplay loop is satisfying, and the story, while uneven at times, keeps you invested. Elena may never want to return to this place again. I would. I Hate This Place is an easy 8 out of 10, and if this world ever gets a sequel, I'll be there, probably complaining the whole time. Leave a like if you enjoyed this review and subscribe for more gaming reviews. See you next time.